guys, welcome to Stefan Eats, and today we are bringing back our cheap eats. Today we are in North Burnaby, specifically on Hastings Street, just in the Burnaby area. Our goal is to find foods under $10. There are lots of amazing spots, hidden gems along Hastings Street. So let's explore. We have lots of food to try out. First place is a place I wanted to try for a very long time, an Italian bakery just across the street. Hey, manja, let's go. First place we're at is called Pjordi Latte. It means flower of milk. I've heard amazing things about this place. Pastries are all under 10 bucks. Yeah, let's go in. Let's go right into it. This is a mango, I think it's a mango Danish or a mango pastry. And underneath, you're gonna have some almond pastry cream or some almond paste. Mango, just very unique. Actually, yeah, kind of a little bit of a twist on a very traditional item. Yeah, super fresh. Mango is very ripe, very airy crust. Yeah, super flaky. The puff pastry has a little bit of saltiness to it, which is really nice, a very nice counterbalance. We got a chocolate croissant. So this is very flaky, a little bit more well cooked on the well cooked side. And I'm gonna just kind of break it into two. Oh, yes, there you go. Yeah, it requires a lot of muscle. Very flaky, a bit of chocolate right there. Oh. That's really good. I should have added this to the croissant to it. Wow. The chocolate is a little bit less dark, so you do have a little bit more milk chocolate on it. Flakiness is really what comes through on this one. Wow, that is really good. This last one actually really nice. The staff here just gave us the fruit Danish with the pastry cream under it. This is actually really beautiful. Lots of fruit, very flaky once again. I really like the custard. The custard's not too sweet. A lot of custards normally are like just super sickly sweet. This one, very nice balance with the fruit, which are really nicely, or the fruit which are really ripe, and then that that kind of crispy, flaky crust. Big props to all the pastries here. Really well done. Apparently everything is made with organic ingredients. So the milk, the eggs. That's why the pastry cream was so delicious. They have done a masterful job on the pistachio gelato here. Yeah, really good. All right, second spot today has been pretty much an institution for a very long time in Italian food, Italian delis. I think we're gonna come here for their paninis. They do have a special on paninis. You can go right up to the deli and just ask for that. Really happy to showcase CIOFFI'S, and let's head right in. Yeah, perfect.
Does you like grilled?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah. For two pretty good sized paninis, 14 bucks. That is a steal. Yeah, and she loaded them too. So yeah, let's go up and we'll pay, and then we'll go eat that right outside. So we got two paninis. We got one that we got grilled, and we got another one that we just left without being grilled. This one is the prosciutto cotto, the glistening prosciutto cotto. But this one we got the artichokes, we have the sun-dried tomatoes, we have the spicy I think marinated eggplant. Big bite, let's go. I don't think you can complain about that. That's just super delicious. Lots of layers of that prosciutto cotto. It's pretty much ham, and then just all those pickled veggies in there. You got, yeah, I love those pickled eggplants. She put a lot of those on there. I really like how she just doused both sides with a whole bunch of mayo for 7 bucks. You could not go wrong. Next one we have is the porchetta, and we got different toppings for this one. We got the arugula. Porchetta is pretty much a giant roasted kind of pork loin with lots of fat. Then you kind of cut them into really thin slices. This sandwich is not grilled. I think in this one we have some tomatoes, we have some arugula, and I think we have some roasted peppers in there. simple porchetta, then the fresh tomato, the arugula, the cheese all come together for just just a very solid sandwich. Now that's a good bite right there. I think my favorite one though is the grilled one. Those grill marks and the extra kind of melted cheese on there. Anyways, we got lots more to eat. Let's continue. Sha. Our next spot, I saw this place online, and it's a Vietnamese joint, just super simple, basic pho's, banh mi's. Finding pho under $10 is becoming a little bit more of a rarity. This place is still keeping it under 10 bucks, so we're gonna grab ourselves a nice pho and also a banh mi, which, you know, are normally pretty cheap also. Very quaint looking place, so you have to go right up the stairs. Hey, let's go. Good sign of a good spot is having a giant jar of the pickled garlic. So we got 2 items here, and yeah, very good size on this pho. So this is a house special pho. Should have just the meatballs, some meat, maybe some tendon, potentially some tripe inside. And once again, I think this is $8.50. Very, very good deal. Let's mix it around. Let's just try the broth by itself. Yeah, very clean tasting. And I think I did notice they didn't use MSG, which is, you know, good. So yeah, those are the natural flavors coming out. Not too overpowering, so not too beefy. Is that enough? No, let's add some more. There you go. Perfect. Maybe a little bit of that vinegar too. There you go. Good noodles, and of course the meat. Oh, look at that. It's like a meat volcano. Oh yeah. With the spice, that just adds extra delicious flavor. Yeah, that garlic adds so much. When you're getting the soup, try adding some of that pickled garlic and of course some of that chili, and that just wakes the whole thing up. And of course, now we're gonna go on to this pork chop. Look at the portion size for $8.50. This is very, very good. I'm gonna put some of this pickled garlic on top because I just love this condiment. That's what I call a bite of champions. The pork is a little on the drier side, so it's kind of like almost jerky-like, but when you just mix it with that super spicy sauce, not super spicy, but the spicy sauce, and the pickled garlic, I can't get enough of this. Some people wake up and smell the coffee. I wish I could wake up and smell this pickled garlic. That's how delicious it is. Next one is the banh mi, and this is the chicken banh mi. This is one that was recommended by the owners. Chicken right in the middle. Yeah, crunchy bread, I like that. Just take a big old bite. Yeah. Get their banh mi, especially the chicken one. The chicken has so much flavor. Yeah, you can definitely taste lots of lemongrass, a lot of sweetness, a little bit of saltiness at the end too. So a nice mix of flavors. The baguette's very nice and crispy. Let's see if you can hear the crisp. What a cool hidden gem. These are the kind of places I love to support. So definitely check them out because it's such a great place and the prices are outstanding. Wow. Yeah, we're a little bit full, but I think we can keep going. Yeah, okay. Next spot, let's go. Next place, really cool spot I've seen with some Mexican but also some Chilean snacks and some definite cheap eats in here. Actually 3 Chilean specialties. Yeah, so Chilean food not very common in Vancouver, so I was really excited to actually, you know, find this place. And of course a lot of the items are, you know, the items we ordered are about $7 to $8. First thing we're gonna try is the empanada de pino. This is a beef empanada normally, and I think it comes with a little bit of sauce. This one actually, apparently some of the combinations are interesting. So sometimes they put raisins, they put olives, they put hard-boiled eggs inside. So this will be a bit of a surprise. I'm not sure exactly what they're putting inside this one. But yeah, let's just break it into 2 and see what comes out. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Anyways, yeah, let's bite into it. Oh yeah, and it tastes like maybe yeah, some onions. Not as spicy as I thought it would be, but yeah, very meaty, very stick to your ribs, almost like a gravy. And I taste a little bit of those eggs in there too. I think there are bits of eggs, but I think for sure that's why they serve it with the sauce, because that sauce is just gonna brighten it up. Yeah, put that sauce on there, and then it just turns it into a magical dish. This is called a chacarero. Chile is very known for a lot of their sandwiches, and chacarero is probably one of the more famous ones. This is a whole bunch of beef. There's smashed avocado, some tomatoes, maybe some onions, and oh yeah, I think a really unique thing about this is they have beans inside. Look at how loaded this is. This guy is just full of deliciousness, and yeah, that kind of beef on the bottom. Look at the beef juices just mixing with those that mayonnaise. For me, it's all about that avocado puree mixing with the beef. The beef is has a little bit of texture to it, but when you bite into it, it still falls apart really nicely. The bread is very pillowy, and I like that a lot. But then that avocado, that fresh avocado kind of smashed into there. Very messy sandwich, as you can tell. It feels like you're gonna really have maybe a heart attack, but surprisingly not. It's actually a very healthy tasting sandwich. And of course, maybe the thing that originally made me want to come here, this is called a completo. So it's a hot dog, but absolutely loaded to the brim. Look at that. That's crazy. Look how many toppings are on this bad boy there. This one has some jalapenos on it, has sauerkraut, has tomato, has smashed avocado, has some mayo, has onion. Oh wow. And this was apparently brought over to Chile in the 1920s. Apparently a businessman went to the US, brought this back, and it just became an absolute sensation, and it's probably one of the most popular things you can get in Chile. Let's bite right into it. That's pure joy. Once again, that smashed avocado plays such a huge part in this sandwich. That jalapeno is just smiling at me. Actually, he is smiling at me. Look at that. He has a smile. A little smiley face and some eyes. Oh yeah, not gonna be smiling for long. That jalapeno just completes it. I guess like a completo. There you go. What a beautiful hot dog to eat. If you're in the area, stop by and try this hot dog. It's like a hot dog on steroids. There's no other way to put this. And once again, I just love that kind of smashed avocado. Really, really cool to see some Chilean flavors in Vancouver. Once again, like I said, very rare. We noticed one thing when we left. First of all, they have quesadilla tacos, but not only that, they also have a ramen birria. So it's ramen with birria meat inside. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be back. That's like, that's mind-blowing. Anyways, vamos, let's go to the next place. Next place, we're gonna go to the complete opposite of where we were before. Afghan Turkish cuisine. Yeah, a cool little hole in the wall joint just right behind me. Their name is pretty telltale of what they're gonna have. They have Afghani food, they have Turkish food. Let's just go. Yeah, we were there, and while it is open for dine-in, there were people waiting next to every table, so it was kind of awkward. We didn't want to like tell people like, hey, move, we're gonna sit down. So back in the car, let's do that. And this is called lahmacun, and look at this. Ooh, yes, perfect. So lahmacun is a traditional Turkish pizza with spiced meats, and oh, look at that. Let's split some of this apart. So lahmacun, yeah, like I said, normally a Turkish dish. This is only about $3, so this will not set you back that much money. I'm gonna put a little bit of that onion in there too, maybe a little bit more of that beef. Oh, perfect. And yeah, gonna just wrap it up and just devour this bad boy. You can hear it's very crunchy too. Oh, I'm enjoying that a lot. It's partially the sun too. It's just very nice, but wow. Okay, I'm gonna say with this vlog, I think we've dived into quite a bit of lahmacuns. This might be the best one. This one is just incredibly crispy. I thought it was gonna be a little bit soggy on the bottom because it's kind of folding a bit, but that meat blend is ridiculous. Wow, so much flavor, still very tender. That onion, oh yeah. Yeah, you can put those onions in there and then just create like a masterful taco. Oh, crunch, oh. Oh yeah, huge dark horse. You know, the sheep, he ate this and then he sneezed. What do you think he said? Lamb achoo! Whoa, is this what we ordered? That's probably not what we ordered. Or is it? Maybe. Whoa, what is going on? I have no idea what's going on. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, they've tricked you a little bit. I thought it was a wrong order because it looks like it was just rice on top, but there's all this stuff at the bottom. So a little bit of trickery here. So yeah, let's try a little bit of this rice just like that. And this is called Kabuli rice. I'm not sure what the spices are in here, but there are some raisins for sure. Yeah, pretty simple rice. The stuff on the bottom though is I think where you're gonna get that gold. Oh, look at that. So there should be some pide beef on the bottom, and look at that chicken there. Oh yes. Okay, so you really have to dig in deep for this, and I'm just gonna break. It's all resting on this kind of like, yeah, I guess we're just gonna, we do have a utensil it looks like. So I think I got my bite with the pide beef with this other chicken. Whoa, wow. So it's almost like a kebab wrap or like a shawarma wrap, except that they've topped it with a whole bunch of rice. It's like a treasure's chest of meat and flavors. Amazing. Get it. Yeah, get it for sure. Wow, when you open this, you just see a whole bunch of rice and you just wonder what to expect. You weren't quite sure. Trust me. Yeah, just don't even ask questions. Just get this. That is amazing. That is delicious. Wow. Yeah, you have the pide beef, which is a little bit salty. That chicken. Wow, there's so much spice on that chicken. I think there's a garlic sauce in there. And then you have this mix of, yeah, it just mixes all together, and there's like some kind of chili sauce too. It almost tastes like harissa in some way. Harissa being the Moroccan spicy sauce. My word, this is wow. Instead of mining for gold, you should be mining for this chicken. For 15 bucks, I think it's worth it. Our next spot, they've been on my to try list for a very long time, so finally super excited to try this place out. Yeah, a little French joint just over here called Chez Christophe. We're here fairly early. I got the eye bags, you know, yeah, pretty early. Let's go. Item we are gonna try is the tarte au citron. So this is a lemon tart. If you know us, we definitely like our lemon tarts. Underneath, it looks like there's maybe some kind of filling too. So it looks like more of like just the lemon tart filling on top of like a crispy kind of wafer. Oh, that lemon curd is just so melty. Yeah, it's so smooth, so velvety. And not too lemony, it's more like a custard. The bottom, I'm not quite sure what the bottom is. I think it might be some kind of like almond paste or something. That's really good. So this is the one item that is really, really popular. This is called a croissant cube. So it's a cube of croissant, and then in between, I think in it should be, I think this has like a pear filling. I think the croissant cubes and the croissant waffles are kind of what's making the rounds right now. Are really cool looking, and look at all those layers just on the side there. Yeah, it looks really cool. Oh. Yeah, that interior, yeah, it does taste like pear. It almost tastes like Earl Grey too. It almost tastes like you mix an Earl Grey with a pear. The exterior is very crispy, lots of layers. It is like a condensed croissant, almost like you made a croissant into a cake. The inside is a little bit doughier and more pressed, condensed. Almond chocolate croissant, and look at this. This is thick, it is heavy, it looks very delightful. Oh, yeah, that looks very close to heaven. I think if you do end up going to heaven, which I probably won't, then you know these will be the gates. These will be the pearly gates that'll let me into heaven. Oh, okay, wow. 100% right away. My favorite thing, right away. Yeah, must try it. So flaky, so buttery. You get a hint of that dark chocolate, which is just delicious. That almond paste is so buttery, so delectable, so decadent, rich. And then the outside is just crispy with those kind of roasted almonds. As much as the cube is interesting, this is my go-to right here. Yeah, and you should definitely try this out. Yeah, this is the matcha croissant. Maybe has some cream inside of it, not quite sure. Oh, it's not matcha cream. It looks like it's kind of like the same as the almond paste, or except with matcha infused. You don't really taste the matcha that much, to be honest. Yeah, I like how they've kind of just really muted the matcha flavor. Matcha can be a little bit bitter sometimes. Like I said, I was expecting a matcha cream, but instead it's kind of like a matcha paste, and you kind of bite into it, and it does remind you a lot of the almond one, except that at the end you do have that kind of green tea herbaceous flavor. This all falls under 10 bucks, which is very good, but it is obviously important to note that yes, on the croissant pastry scale, the prices are a little bit higher end, so a lot of the stuff will be about 5 bucks each. Compared to other croissants, it's a little bit on the higher end, but wow, yeah, don't worry about that. Pay the extra $1. It's a very worthy investment for sure. Next place, we're gonna go for some cheap fish and chips. I've heard some pretty good things about this place, and they have a fish and chip deal for under $10. Fish and chips, it's been quite a while, and I'm very excited for it. Let's go inside. Right away, yeah, look at the portion size. This is a piece of haddock and some chips. So the one piece and haddock is under 10 bucks. It's $9.75. It's not a bunch of pollocks. It's for real. You know, pollocks, bollocks. It worked in my mind. Here we had some Louisiana shrimp, and look at that, just a big platter. This is also, I think, just under 10 bucks. Whoever knows Long John Silver's in the US, this is kind of like the similar vibe. And of course the dipping sauce. This is called a what sauce. Addictive, crunchy, a little bit spicy. Oh yeah, there's a bit of spice that builds up after that too. And that sauce. It's actually lemony too. I wonder if they put some lemon pepper in here, potentially. Perfect beer food. Now, we got our pièce de résistance, or should I say pêche de résistance? You know, actually no, it's fine. Nobody will understand that except for French people. Oh, there you go. Oh, go hard. Yeah, wow. Yeah, very well done. Very airy, crispy crust. The interior is very soft. And of course, the tartar sauce, a little bit on the sweet side, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, this is really the star. This is kind of what you're going for, is the fish, and the fish is very well done. And of course, the fries, the thick cut fries. Fries are pretty standard. Maybe could be a little bit more cooked. Rather than that, look at this. I mean, what a deal. Yeah, honestly, great deal for the fish and chips. And I would definitely recommend come here for the fish and chips. And yeah, cheap beer too. Dessert time. Our next two places will be dessert. Now, this place we actually have to go a little bit off of Hastings, almost towards UBC, for a place that doesn't even have a sign. We literally drove right past. It's called Blossom Teas. Apparently pretty good ratings. Bubble tea, and I think maybe even some shaved ice. Yeah, we're ready. Let's go. Fresh mango series, and that's kind of what they're known for. So you have all these fresh, I think they're Talful mangoes, which I think are the Filipino mangoes. You have ice cream on top, I think you have shaved ice on the bottom, and then on top of that, you also have this, I think it's condensed milk. Oh, look at that, yes! And the shaved ice is colored with the mango. So yeah, I'm actually more excited now. Let's go. Oh yeah. The first thing I get is just the absolute freshness and the sweetness of that mango. The mangoes they're using here, for sure. Now I know why it's one of their specialties, because that mango is delicious. Yeah, super fresh, super sweet mango, super ripe. The shaved ice is actually very nice and fluffy. Actually, the shaved ice is not too sweet. The shaved ice has kind of like a very, slight hint of mango flavor, but not sweet at all. and it almost reminds me a bit of like a sorbet in some way. I'm very impressed with this, and just coming in at $9.99. This works out for us too. We're gonna have some more dessert. Now this place kind of mimicking some drinks that pretty much my mom used to drink. So really classic kind of 40s, 50s fare, especially drinks. Things like egg creams and sundaes and all that stuff. So root beer floats, milkshakes. We're here at Glenburn. Oh, I see some interesting stuff. We're gonna look at the menu and we're gonna pick maybe a couple things. For all you vegans out there, this is a dairy-free sundae, a brownie sundae. The ice cream I was told was made with soy. I think we asked for chocolate for the topping sauce, but they gave us peanut butter, but that was actually our second choice, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so brownie, some ice cream, peanut butter sauce. Oh, look at that. Oh, that brownie. Oh yeah, so good. You know what? I'm actually really happy that we ended up with the peanut butter because it's such an epic combination with the peanut butter and the super rich brownie chocolate. The ice cream obviously is a little bit less vanilla, less creamy because it is, I think, made from soy. But that's perfectly fine because I think the star of the show is just that peanut butter sauce, and their brownie is really delicious. Altogether, just wow. Next place, just a random ramen joint. I haven't heard of this place before, but the ramens are pretty well priced. Just above the $10 mark, which is normally $2-3 less than a lot of ramen joints. And apparently really good reviews. So yeah, Hankaku Ramen. Very nice, everything came at the same time. Ooh, what should we try first? It looks so good. Gyoza test, we're looking for crispy outside and juicy inside. And the crispiness they have down. Whoa, look at that. That passed the test for sure. Nice and crispy on the outside. Yeah, very simple. I don't know if you saw that, but when you bite into it, the juice kind of came out. So yeah, very good start. We're gonna go into the shoyu ramen. And of course, I ordered an extra egg. We ordered the rich broth and of course the pork belly, the chashu. And yeah, the extra rich broth, and whoa, that looks pretty rich. I'm not sure what this black sauce is. Let me taste a little bit just to start. I still don't know what that is. We're gonna try the broth first. Oh yes, perfect. Yeah, nice and porky. Actually not too rich, still pretty light overall. Yeah, you get kind of like a dark roasted flavor from there. And I think that might be from that black kind of paste that was on there. Let's go for the, you know what, let's go for the chashu first. He's right there. Dip him a little bit more. Good chashu, yeah. Still a little bit on the leaner side, but you get some nice fat kind of parts kind of mixed in, intermingled with the meat. Nice al dente, little bit thicker, not too much thicker than the ones I'm used to. This one though, I think this is the one that's very exciting. Spicy miso ramen. Yeah, pork shoulder, miso, I think, yeah, spicy miso sauce, but extra chili sauce, which we are gladly going to add to this because yeah, spice is life. Yeah, that's the one. Thicker than this one, I think, because of, I think there might be some crushed nuts. I definitely smell like some kind of nuttiness to this. And then just that fermented spice. Then you get the umaminess, the earthiness from the miso. This right away is my favorite ramen here. I'm gonna try a little bit of that pork shoulder. Now this should be a little bit leaner. And yeah, thinner cut also. Definitely on the leaner side. But the flavor, I really like the flavor of their chashus. Yeah, that's really where it comes through. And of course, those noodles in that spicy broth is where it's at. Look at that. That's my jam right there. And our last place, I'm also very excited about. This place is owned, apparently, yeah, it's a very cool little hole-in-the-wall sushi joint. Kind of in the cheap eats range, but maybe a little bit over, but it's very, very high quality sushi. Just a nice spread of things. Now, these are all individual items that we bought separately, and they put them all in one tray, so don't worry, this is still technically cheap eats. Beef teriyaki don, Hey, very simple. This is normally not a dish that I order. I'm not a big teriyaki fan, but it was under $10 and I thought, you know what, maybe let's give it a shot. Let's see what it tastes like. Pretty good, maybe a little bit dry. Nice sweetness on it though. And of course, you just need to have it with the rice. I know what we've all been waiting for. Look at this ridiculous masterpiece. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so like I said, these are all specific items that they put in the one box. So I will put the price as I try every item. We have cheated on a couple. We've gone a little bit over the cheap eats threshold of 10 bucks just because it looks absolutely delicious. Unagi Batera, this was 15 bucks, but we couldn't resist. This looks ridiculous. Unagi obviously being the eel, and Batera, it's kind of molded in that wooden box and then kind of just compressed. And look at this torched eel. Oh, wow. That's just a happy bite. Where do I start? A very, very nice quality sushi rice, and then you just get lambasted with the tenderness and oiliness that does not need soy sauce. For people who haven't tried unagi or eel, I would 120,000% recommend it. It is one of the tastiest fish you will ever find. This might be one of my favorite bites of the year. It's gonna be hard to move on from this, but let's just go into the saba. This is pickled mackerel, and look at that side. So they've taken 2 pieces of mackerel. I think on top this is the kelp, and I think there are maybe some greens underneath. Very pickled flavor, but not too pickled. It's definitely some saltiness. I think it's because of that kelp, and of course in the pickling agent you do have some salt in there. Underneath, I'm not quite sure what it is. It could be green onion, but I couldn't really taste it. Wow. I don't think this needs soy sauce either because it's already pretty salty. But yeah, pickled mackerel is another thing that's just something you definitely have to try. Also try normal mackerel because mackerel is just very buttery too. Futomaki. So you had a half roll. This is very interesting. I haven't seen this one in many restaurants. Futomaki has some shiitake mushrooms, some egg, has some sweet fish eggs, spinach. Very, very fresh. A little bit of sweetness. The shiitake mushrooms I feel like are cooked in a kind of sweet sauce. Yeah, the sweetness on that egg. But I think the big kind of wow factor in here are the shiitake mushrooms that just kind of take over that earthiness and a little bit of that sweetness in the sauce that they're cooked in. Anyways, I think we can affirm that all this food was just delicious. Yeah, that's right, I did that. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thank you for watching this. I think this is gonna be a pretty long video. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button, also hit subscribe, also hit the bell icon so we can notify you of future videos, and also obviously hit us up with those comments. Yeah, let us know if there are any spots we missed, any spots we should try out, or any themes that we should explore in Vancouver. I'm gonna see you next time.